On this week's episode of The Pulse, the semester is coming to a close.
Meet the graduate assistant behind our show.
Get a tour of the new Performing Arts Wing.
And find out about a hands-on internship in the sports world. I'm Isabella Giardina.
And I'm McKenna Wright. These stories and more on Sacred Heart's very own monthly news show.
You're watching The Pulse.
From Sacred Heart University in Fairfield, Connecticut, this is The Pulse.
There's a lot of work that goes into producing our shows behind the scenes. Senior producer Isabella Fabo has a story of our very own graduate assistant who's come a long way from home.
My name is Femi Olanikweku. I'm the graduate assistant for the Journalism and Media Production program, working with Professor Joe Alicastro.
As the Pulse GA, Femi plays a crucial role in the production of the Pulse shows, and his background as a journalist and experience in radio production has made him a great fit.
I'm from Nigeria, that's in West Africa. Back home, I'm a journalist, I have about 17, 18 years as a journalist, working mainly in radio.
Quality conversations. Femi Olanikweku is my name. I'm so glad, so happy to have you on the Monday edition of Frank Talk, where we bring you up to speed about issues trending in the polity, help you have a better understanding of the issues, have much better insight into them, dissecting them from different perspectives, talking to critical stakeholders.
I started off as a sportscaster, and then I moved on to to the newsroom, and I was an editor, I was a reporter, then joined a private radio station in my home state, and I joined as the pioneer head of news and current affairs, and then about 17 months after, I was made the general manager.
I did an interview with him on Zoom, and it turned out that he was the manager of a radio station. Upon further conversation, I learned that he had been a reporter as well, and that he was very interested in learning all of the technology in television because his radio station was going to expand into television. He seemed like a perfect fit, and he is.
My role on the Pulse is essentially ensuring that everything is set for the production of the program, technical wise, ensuring that the cameras are good, all the consoles, the audio console, the teleprompter, all of the facilities really just ensure, just essentially putting out all fires, and the fires will come out in production, and then so you run around just ensuring that everything is set. So from pre-production, and then to some extent to post-production, or during production.
So Femi plays a huge role on the Pulse, and we really couldn't do the show without him. Every show day, he's in the studio way before any of us get there, and he's sometimes the last one to leave, staying there often an hour after all of us leave to make sure that the show is exported correctly.
One of the things that is crucial for my graduate program and my undergraduate classes is that we have somebody who's a graduate assistant who can take care of all of the technology that we need in order to do this show. Studios like this are very complicated places to work, and Femi mastered it in very, very little time.
Femi isn't only dedicating his time and effort to Pulse Productions. He's also juggling his own studies, taking care of his family, and dealing with the struggles of moving to a different country, all at the same time.
There's been some challenges in terms of transition from Nigeria. Evidently there's been culture shock. From where I'm coming from, one of my biggest challenges has been that of the weather. Some unexpected situations as about finances. That was very unfortunate. It was not what I planned and prepared for, because I came down with my family to have, total attention, full concentration for this. So it's been a challenge really trying to cater for them, cater to their needs, and then also attend to my own academics. But then I've been able to juggle everything, and then, I'm still doing well.
Despite the challenges, Femi believes his experience here at Sacred Heart has been worthwhile.
Part of what drew me to the school is about the profile of the faculty, and I never met him that time. I had only one Zoom session with Alicastro when I applied for the GA, and he had an interview with me. But then meeting them one-on-one has been amazing. in terms of character, in terms of attitude. They've been very helpful, and that's not to me alone. I've seen how they relate to other people. It's been a wonderful environment. It's been a wonderful, atmosphere here. Fantastic human beings, fantastic students, and I definitely would choose Sacred Art again if I have an opportunity to do this program again. It's the quality of the program, the quality of the faculty, the quality of the teaching here is impressive. And so it's been a great time for me, and I look forward to greater times and better days ahead.
In his time at SHU, Femi has proved to be a diligent student and reliable part of the Pulse team. This has been Isabella Fabo for The Pulse, Fairfield, Connecticut.
Interested in sports communications? Ashton Alcock has the story of a new basketball league looking for student interns, only a few minutes from campus.
For all college students, internships are important, but are very hard to find. If you're a new broadcast, sports communication, photography, journalism, and graphic design major, there's an internship opportunity out there for you to get hands-on experience in the field.
The Legacy Leagues is an 8.5-foot men's basketball league founded by Joe Alicastro. He started the league in his backyard with his friends in 2016. The league has now expanded to Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. I was able to sit down and talk with him about the opportunity this league has to offer for college students.
And putting this opportunity together, I was like, oh, that'd be really cool to be able to offer, a lot of hands-on experience in media, in journalism, in sports media, which is its own crazy field, right? So, being able to offer that and allow students to get hands-on experience with the interviews, with the, recording highlights, with the editing highlights, with the writing. There's a lot of different aspects that go into it. And at that point in, people's lives, a lot of times they're still trying to figure out what they want to do, which is totally normal. So it's really nice to have all those different aspects included in this opportunity to allow people to kind of try everything and see what they like, what they don't like, what they're good at, and kind of find their path, through an internship that they most of the time have to do anyway.
The internship allows students to gain experience in the field and complete a college credit. Connor Sauer, who is the commissioner of the Connecticut League, started in the league just like me as an intern and former player. But what will the interns do? I was able to talk to him about the internship.
When I started out, it was a pretty big role. There was a lot of hats to wear, a lot of roles to fill. We did a lot of covering the games on game night, obviously, with the camera work. We recorded all the stuff back then we used to do on Snapchat. We'd have somebody recording HD clips on their phones, or if you had like a really high-tech camera, Joey always invited people to bring them and use those as well. We would cover the games after with post-game shows. We do pre-game shows. We posted full recap articles for all the games that were played on those specific nights, and we did power rankings. Honestly, like I said, it's a lot of stuff, really inclusive in terms of just anyone that wants to be involved in sports media. If you were an intern at Legacy Leagues, there's a good chance that there was something for you.
There are plenty of opportunities within the internship for students to learn. I sat down with the other Connecticut Commissioner, Greg Zorn, who was one of the first interns hired for Legacy Leagues. He gave me some insight on what skills students will gain.
I think one of the more underrated, things you learn from this is your people skills. One of the things that Joey did do in our first year interning that he doesn't do anymore is he did mid-game interviews at halftime, and you'd go up to the losing team and get an interview. Wasn't fun. Even at the interviews after the game, I know you did it too, Ashton. It's a little awkward going up to these guys and asking them for an interview. So I think you really gain good people skills because you got to go talk to these guys. You can't be afraid. You got to interact with them.
This internship offers students the knowledge and opportunity to try positions in the field. This internship is open to any college students starting from their freshman year to after graduation. If students are interested in this internship, they may check out Legacy League's website at legacyleagues.com or go on LinkedIn, Indeed, or Handshake to apply. For The Pulse, I'm Ashton Alcock, Fairfield, Connecticut.
With summer around the corner, I'm sure students are looking for ways to get outside and have some fun.
And Isabel Hagelin has us covered with the rundown on free local activities for students. Here's Isabel with news you can use.
Thanks, Isabella. We're almost at the end of the semester, and that means summer is just around the corner. Here are some free and fun activities everyone should have on their summer bucket list this year. Starting off, who doesn't love a beach day? As Sacred Heart is just down the road from the coast, take a quick trip to Jennings Beach to relax, soak up the sun, and get some summer reading done. For all of the music lovers, check out Trumbull's summer concert series at the Town Hall Gazebo every Tuesday night, starting on June 28th, to hear some live music from a different band each week. Bored on a rainy day? Take a trip to New Haven and visit Yale University's Art Gallery. Experience and see their new exhibit, Year of the Dragon. The gallery is free and open to the public Tuesday to Sunday. If you're not in the mood for an art gallery, visit the Marsh Botanical Gardens in New Haven and take in the beautiful scenery, flowers, and fresh air. Looking to take a trip to New York City to see a show? Before you do, check out Second Stage Theater, as they offer large discounts to all of their shows for students with a school ID. For students that are going to be sticking around campus this summer, volunteer with one of Sacred Heart's local partnerships, including Camp Casco, Camp Tapawingo, Real Food CT, and Things Matter. More information about each partnership and what they're looking for can be found on the Sacred Heart website. I'm Isabel Hagland, and that's all for News You Can Use. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Isabel. When we get back, get the rundown on SHU Sports.
And learn about the latest news in the entertainment industry. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to The Pulse. Here to cover all things pop culture this week is Elena Cladis with Entertainment Experts. Elena?
Thanks, McKenna. That's right. Today we'll be covering all the latest news in the entertainment world. Let's get right into it. Just 2 weeks ago, the ex-football player and actor O.J. Simpson passed away at 76 due to cancer. His family announced his death via his account on X, formerly known as Twitter. Simpson earned fame and fortune through his football and show business careers, but his legacy was changed forever by the June 1994 murder of his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ronald Goldman. Simpson was acquitted in 1995.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Nicole Brown Simpson, a human being, as charged in count 1 of the information.
Family members of Goldman have just spoken out on Simpson's passing, stating, "The news of Ron's killer passing away is a mixed bag of complicated emotions and reminds us that the journey through grief is not linear," said Goldman's sister. Her statement was put out via People magazine. Moving on to the music industry, JoJo Siwa recently came out with her new song Karma, announcing that this will be a new era for her. The former Dance Mom star unveiled her bold rebrand and release of her new song on April 5th, racking up over 20 million views. In a recent interview with Billboard, Siwa said she had been working on this song for years, but people online quickly investigated the song and came at Siwa saying she stole the song from Britt Smith. Smith addressed these rumors with Page 6, stating she did record the song in 2012 as her first single, but left the industry soon after. Smith's version of Karma now sits at number 3 on iTunes Pop Songs chart, where Siwa's version sits at 64 as of April 16th. It is that time of year again where all the celebrities and influencers are back in Indio, California for Coachella Music Festival. Billie Eilish was a surprise guest closing out the first day of Coachella with Lana Del Rey. Other surprise performers from the weekend one included Shakira, Olivia Rodrigo, Nelly Furtado, A$AP Rocky, and Justin Bieber. The Coachella set lists are always a hit, but fans are still left guessing who might come out on stage. Well, that is all we have for this week's pop culture news. I'm Elena Cladis, back to you.
The Coachella performances are always very impressive.
I agree, but lucky for us, we have our very own impressive performances right here at Sacred Heart.
You're right. SHU's Performing Arts program has recently elevated their facilities with a brand new wing in the main academic building. Brad Hutchison had the opportunity to walk through this new space.
Performing arts is such an integral part of campus life here at Sacred Heart University, and over the past year, the Nucleario Commons was transformed into a brand new performing arts facility. This is going to be space for rehearsal for our theater program, dance program, choir program, and band program. So come along, let's take a tour of this new space and see what it's all about. All right, so right now we're outside some of the new changing rooms that we have in the new wing. There's actually 2 hallways, so I'm here in the first one. So we have one for men, one for female, and just space for people to change when they're getting ready for rehearsal or show or really anything at all. So yeah, it's the first stop, so let's keep going along. All right, so now I'm in our brand new band and orchestra room. As you can see, the space is huge and they have so many different things that they're gonna be rehearsing for in this room. There's room for storage over here for all their music, huge whiteboards, we got Bluetooth speakers, and just tons of music stands, tons of chairs. So this space is gonna be specifically for the band and gives them their own space to always rehearse at. All right, so we're gonna keep moving along. Let's see what's next. So right after the band room, we have one of our dance studios right here. It's one of the brand new dance studios. And then at the end of the hallway, we have a second one. And there's actually 3 total dance studios. There's actually one right by the lobby out there. So we have 3 brand new dance studios, and these are just specific spaces for our dancers to get ready for all their shows. And usually the dance studios were on West Campus, so everyone had to travel to West Campus with shuttles or drive over there, and it was kind of just out of the way and not convenient. So now people have these 3 dance studios right here on main campus to do anything they want to do. So it's really awesome. So I just walked through everything that's in the first hallway of the brand new performing arts space. So we're gonna loop right around through the lobby and we're gonna show you what's on the other side. All right, so I just looped back around to the next side, and here we have our new theater rehearsal space. This isn't actually a full theater with seats, it's just kind of a round rehearsal space with mirrors. But Sacred Heart's actually gonna be doing 2 new shows in this space next year. So our director, Jerry, is just gonna be kind of transforming this space into something brand new and see what he can do with it. So let's take a look inside. I think there's actually people in here right now. Oh, yeah, there are people in here right now. Oh. All right, we're walking through here. Oh, Will, right here. This is Will. He's one of the theater students here at Sacred Heart, someone I actually know. Will, how do you feel about this new space and just being able to use it next year?
Oh, it's amazing. It's such an amazing space with mirrors. I feel like I can always come in here and practice dancing. It's just an incredible space. I'm so lucky to have it.
You heard it here first from one of our very own students, freshman here, so he'll be able to use it for 3 years. I'm graduating, so I'm out of here. But yeah, thank you for your time.
Of course.
That theater space I was just in is kind of getting the nickname of the Black Box now, which I think is a really cool name. So now we have our Edgerton, our Little Theater, and the Black Box, which will all be hosting shows next year. So let's take a walk down the next hallway. Here we have some of the posters of some of the best shows in Sacred Heart history, which I think is a really cool touch to kind of decorate the walls and just, you know, show everyone that comes through the space what we've done in the past and pay homage to that. All right, we've kind of made it to our last stop on the tour. It's our brand new choir room. This is personally my favorite space that they've added to the new facility. So come inside, let's take a look. So as you can see, this room is massive. I think it is so magnificent. The choir always had to rehearse at the chapel, so I have their very own space. No one else can come in here and use it besides the choir. And we have so many different choirs from our 4-part harmony, the a cappella groups, and now they just have such a great place to get all their stuff done. So as you've seen through this tour, there are some brand new, beautiful facilities for the performing arts to utilize. Although I'm graduating, I'm a proud alma mater of this school and it's the performing arts program, and I can't wait to see all the magnificent work that they're going to do in this new space. So yeah, that's the investment that Sacred Heart made, and it's due to all the amazing students that are in the program. Without these students and all that they've been doing, we would have never had this new space and gotten to the point that we're at. So, reporting live from Fairfield, Connecticut, this is Brad Hutchison.
Wow, that wing seems like it's really going to take our performing arts to the next level.
I think so too. And speaking of taking things to the new level, let's find out how our sports teams are excelling in their spring season. Here's senior producer Molly Jacob with the SHU Sports Roundup.
Thanks, Isabella. That's right. Sacred Heart sports are red hot right now. I'm Molly Jacob. Let's take a look at this edition of Sports Roundup. Starting off with our men's lacrosse team, who are the 2024 Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference regular season champions for the first time ever. The team, led by head coach John Bosty, is having a record-breaking season. Goalie Alex Pazienza has broken the SHU D1 program record with 10 wins in a season. As of April 19th, the team remains undefeated in conference play. The women's lacrosse team is also dominant in conference standings. As of April 19th, they are 7-1 in conference play. And head coach Laura Kurtz told me that being the reigning champs in the NEC helps fuels the team in these dire games because they know what's on the line for them and they know what's expected in the next coming weeks. Nycera Pryor has a resume like no other through her time in Sacred Heart Athletics. The standout sophomore earned her second straight All-Met honor by the Metropolitan Basketball Writers Association. In the last 2 consecutive seasons, she has been in the first team All-Met, NEC Player of the Year, and won 2 NEC championships. Pryor won 10 NEC Player of the Week awards this season and led the NEC in scoring, assists, steals, and field goal percentages. I'm sweating saying that. Moving along to our men's volleyball team, who clinched a spot in the NEC tournament. Senior opposite Patrick Mucharino was named All-NEC First Team and is second in the nation in attacks per set as of April 16th. Keep up the great work, Patrick. Good luck to all the rest of our Pioneers that are finishing up their seasons. I'm Molly Jacob. Thank you for listening to this week's Sports Roundup.
Thanks, Molly. When we get back, some members of the class of 2024 reflect on their time here at SHU.
And get a sneak peek of some of our behind-the-scenes moments. We'll be right back.
The pursuit of truth and knowledge.
Recognition of dignity and worth of every human being.
Promotion of the common good of society.
We're always evolving. Your passions should always change, right? Not to say that you should throw away your old passion. You know, they root you, they make you who you are. If I ever want to progress in life, I know that I have to learn new things, be understanding of different cultures, different backgrounds, different interests.
The lessons I learn at Sacred Heart can help me make a meaningful impact that it will lead me to do work that is good for every single person in the world.
I'm drawn to writing socially impactful pieces because theater, it speaks to broad audiences. They can learn from the piece, or they might sit there and say, I've been through that. Even if it's just one person, I feel like then it was a successful piece.
You are not only going to learn from other students, but you're going to learn about yourself.
I was always asking why, and I saw that with molecular and cellular biology, you go to the smallest detail of that why. In my future path, like I hope to answer more of those whys.
Welcome back to The Pulse. With the semester finally winding down, let's find out what's next for some graduating members of the class of 2024 as they reflect on their last 4 years. Victoria Montori has the story.
The time has come. The moment that we thought as freshmen would last forever has come to an end. Let's hear from our fellow seniors as they reflect on their times here at Sacred Heart University.
My years at Sacred Heart have been legendary.
Quick.
Incredible.
Unforgettable.
Joining Beta the fall semester of my freshman year was definitely one of the best decisions I could have made. It made Sacred Heart feel like an actual home rather than a university. I loved being a Pioneer guy, and just now the stuff I do for the Pulse and the stuff I do for the Spectrum newspaper.
In Chi Omega fraternity in freshman year, Chi Omega felt like home, and I was able to come to a bunch of new friends and a bunch of sisters that I was able to connect with.
I'm involved in the SHU dance program. I've been dancing since I was 2, so getting to be on this program after college was perfect for me.
My trip to Dingle, Ireland, doing the 2-week program there was the best decision I've ever made. I remember this one time we were all holding the baby lambs, and my roommate Brad came up to us with a flock of lambs because he was holding the baby bottle and he was getting attacked, but it was the cutest thing ever.
When we were living in J-Hill, we all together, all 6 of us, walked up to Upper Quad and we played in the snow during a big snowstorm.
And everyone on campus was just on Upper Quad, and we were all having snowball fights and making snowmen, and it was just a fun time seeing everyone together on Upper Quad.
I'll miss living on campus with all of my friends, and it was really fun. We would always fight over who was going to take out the garbage, and it was funny now to look back on, but in the moment we would always argue about it.
I would say everyone I live with, my friends Stowe and Nick and Brad, without those guys, like Sacred Heart wouldn't be the same.
I'm actually able to graduate in 3 years instead of 4 years. Right after graduation, I have a job lined up. I'll be an ABA therapist in New Jersey working with kids on the spectrum.
I'm going back for a year of grad school. I'm going to get my master's degree in sports media and communications. I hope to go into the sports field, whether it be in front of the camera or behind the camera. And one day I really hope to work with my favorite team, the New York Mets.
I will be returning to Sacred Heart to do the graduate program, Industrial Organizational Psychology. I will also be commuting from home in a full-time job as a behavior technician where I'm working with children with autism, helping them learn and grow with daily living skills and any behavioral issues.
I think a lot of times in college you're always looking forward to the next year, and then you don't really soak up everything you're doing in that current week or current day.
It goes by really fast.
Just enjoy every moment and be present in those moments.
I am not at all ready to go into the real world.
I wish I could re-register as a freshman and do it all over again.
If it were up to me, I'd stay at SHU forever.
I'm very lucky.
Seniors, we'll miss you. Sacred Heart, I'll miss you. And for the last time signing off, I'm Victoria Montori, reporting for The Pulse. And you'll see me on the big screen one day, Sacred Heart.
Now, let's take a look at what some former Pulse students are up to after their time working on the show and at Sacred Heart. Megan Harkins has the story.
I learned a lot of things from the Pulse, and the biggest thing probably is deadlines, organization, time management, kind of that whole umbrella of things, because you're trying to balance so many different things at one time. And being a senior producer, I had to kind of corral other people to abide by those deadlines. But I think that is the biggest thing that you can take into your career.
Regardless of who you're interviewing, whether it's a celebrity, a rock star, pop star, professional athlete, politician, whoever they are, it doesn't matter. You are the producer of your story. You have the vision for what you want, and you have the ability to take control of the interviews, the B-roll, all of that stuff.
But I really loved working as a team. It showed the importance of being able to coordinate, function, get along, and enjoy your time with your production crew, with the preparation in class and of course on show day. I really enjoyed the interview skills that it helped me hone in on, because interviewing and interacting with your subjects, coordinating times, place, questions, and making them feel comfortable wanting to open up to you about your story is really a crucial part of any type of storytelling you're going to do in the media industry.
It's amazing to see what Pulse alumni have been able to accomplish their years following their graduation.
I know, and I hope that we could do the same. And with that, our show is almost over.
Before we wrap up, we have one more story. Singer producer Isabella Gatos has a fun blooper reel looking back on our exclusive studio tapings.
Hello. Ow! I'm Isabella Gatos, the post-production director for The Pulse. And in our live tapings, we make a lot of mistakes. Can I see the script? Okay. So here's a blooper reel of the behind the scenes you didn't see on camera this year.
From Sacred Heart University in Fairfield, Connecticut, this is The Pulse.
Shouldn't talk during the animations, right? Oh, we're doing all this live.
Very own news program.
All right, enough is enough. Wait, I messed up.
Oh, that was so good!
Here at The Pulse, we like to treat ourselves, whether it's with a donut.
Bite?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I can listen.
Kristen and Molly can fix it. Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Laity. 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 Just getting used to saying it.
Where are you looking? Where are you
I'm looking at the screen right now. I'm looking directly at the word Megan right now. I did just look away to talk to Victor though.
Yes.
He's pounding the wall.
What did I do?
I could have put it on the floor.
No, it's okay. I don't want you to move.
Live from Fairfield, Connecticut, it's April Fool's.
Thanks, girl.
Does that look better?
Thanks for having me in the studio, guys. The control room person.
That's wrong. Did I add something in there for the
team and provide over 300 years of experience? What did I say?
300 years.
Oh my God, that's so
Holy
funny.
crap, that's a lot of experience.
That's a lot of years.
I'm David Muir.
Oh yeah, you know what? He does this thing with, what is that?
Retire after 33 years. There's still a glare. Do you see it? Yeah, maybe I'm just blind.
What? Under 0.5 then, Jack. You cash your money. Thank you.
Meet a football player fighting to overcome his setbacks.
And find out how pioneers.
Art's very own monthly news show. Oh,
Sorry.
Okay.
It's like a. Well.
Cut?
Stop.
What was wrong?
What happened?
The reading? Or just like stopping in general?
Don't move.
Don't move?
Shits.
About
After this runs, it'll be like, alright, they're restarting the package in real time.
yeah.
Not as.
You look darling.
Oh, stop it some more.
It's my retirement dance.
You guys jinxed him.
I know.
Oh wait, the graphic's wrong for this. It's got to still be on the. I actually mean it. I'm not joking.
Go after the show?
They love your credit card.
Megan, sit up a little bit.
Sorry.
Megan,
What?
sit up.
Sorry.
Is the pulse.
Volunteering is a core.
A program sorry.
After 27 years of serving Sacred
Lucky for you, Elena Class is going to give us the
Nurse Association.
This platform is a great way for students to advance their job and internship search. Wasn't the word. An internship search. I keep like internship search. Internship search.
Okay, you said it right that time.
It's a tongue twister.
Guys, internship search.
Internship.
And internship search.
Internship.
And internship
No,
search.
that is a tongue twister.
Right?
I just
It
tried
is.
saying
It is.
it.
Okay.
Slow and pronounce it. You can say internship and job search if that's easier.
Internship and okay, I can't say that either. Awesome.
Of course, my hair in the back wants to stick up now. Of course.
And?
I love that we got our fake broadcaster voices on.
My posture hasn't been this good in like years.
I know.
My back. It's gonna
My
snap.
back's ready to give out.
This is a lot. It's a workout.
I know I'm very loud as well. I'm just a loud person.
I see what they mean because it did say I'm Victor DiPiero, but I like caught that a second before I said it. Yeah. I was like, no, I'm not.
You never want to have a line cutting your head. So right now,
Oh,
look
yeah.
at yourself. No,
I'm gonna go
the
this
other
way, yeah.
Lean in. Yeah, you just want your head to clear that monitor. You
Yeah.
It's still.
It's not
and the
fine,
only
it's
thing
3,
I
4,
want
6
you to do is you're connecting with him, but you're also connecting with the audience. Okay, now let's see.
I hope you got that.
It's safe to say things aren't always perfect in our productions.
But we always have fun. And that's all we have for you on this 60th episode of The Pulse.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in to our next episode. I'm Isabella Giardina.
And I'm McKenna Wright. We'll see you next semester on The Pulse.
Thank you so much, Professor Alicastro, for everything. It's been amazing learning from you, and I'm going to miss you so much next year.
Hi, Professor Alicastro. I just wanted to say thank you for making my experience with the Pulse such a memorable one this semester.
Just want to say thank you, Professor Alicastro. You've been an amazing mentor to me and everyone on the Pulse, and we wouldn't be where we are today without you.
Thank you, Professor Alicastro, for teaching me everything I need to know about news broadcasting and everything I need to know about the jib too, because that was probably my favorite part of the class, is learning the jib. And I'm sure everybody else knows that too. And I hope you have a wonderful summer, and I'm going to really miss this class a lot.
Thank you, Professor Alicastro, for all that you have done this past year, from teaching to guidance to support as I navigate this industry. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Professor Joe Alicastro. It's been a wonderful time working with you on this season of The Pulse. It's been amazing. It's been a great learning curve for all of us. Thank you so much.
Professor Alicastro, it's been an absolute pleasure having you for 2 semesters at Sacred Heart. You're an absolute legend. I've learned so much from you, and I can't wait to apply it all in the real world.
Thank you, Professor Alicastro, for being a great mentor for all of us on the Pulse.
Hi, Professor Alicastro. Thank you so much for everything that you have done for me throughout my time at Sacred Heart. You've built me up to exceed my limits every single day. I know that you saw passion in me when I was a sophomore, and ever since then, you've influenced me to get better every single day, and your knowledge has just been soaked into my brain. I'm so lucky to have learned from you, and I cannot thank you enough. I will be thinking about everything that you have taught me down the road in my career. Wish you the best.
It's been an absolute pleasure learning under you for the past year, Professor Alicastro. Thank you for everything you taught me and the rest of the crew.
You'll always remember that one person who put a mark on your career, and that's you, Professor. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Alicastro.